Hello, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'll be showing you how to make a paper wisteria using my template. All the materials and template is linked below the video, and you could use the template for your Cricut, Silhouette, or you could hand cut them if you don't have a cutting machine. First, you'll cut the outer layer wisteria first in white. You don't need any painting experience. Use this travel watercolor brush. Soak the pattern by pressing on the brush and lightly brush on clear water from the brush onto 4 of the patterns. Then take a purple you feel matches best with the rest of your wisteria and only brush the purple on the top area of each pattern. You'll need to do this to 16 of the pieces, and I like to work in increments of 4. Then add some yellow on the bottom center of each pattern. Then on the back side, I'll be adding just a solid purple to the whole shape after this dries. This whole painting process is optional. You can choose to just use a solid purple color paper, but I felt this gradient purple with yellow was a nice detail after looking through the wisterias in real life. Next, cut the rest of the petal shapes with a solid purple color cardstock paper. You'll need 1 small piece. I go in order from the smallest to biggest and crease down in the center with my shaping tool, but you could use a stick or a pencil to help crease through the middle. Make sure to crease each petal shape down the center, and you could do this in stacks. Then put a little bit of glue on the side of the petal and slightly fold and glue together. I am lightly creasing it and folding it together. Ideally, I would want some bubbled out and not fully creased down in the middle just to keep some shape. Then poke a small hole in the center of the pattern. Continue to glue the petals in half and poke holes in the center. You'll do the same with the 4 petal shape, gluing down the middle and poking the hole in the center. With the last 4 out of the 5 pieces of the biggest pattern, I'll be adding the first pattern that we painted. It should be dried by now. I forgot to add this to the video, but I also added just a solid purple on the back side, so it has the gradient purple with yellow on the front, and the back is just a regular purple I painted after it was dried on one side. Put a little bit of glue on the center bottom where the yellow area is, and add this to the back on one of the 4 petal shapes. And slightly crease the area you glued, but take the tip of the top and pull it back. This actually works better when the paper is slightly wet from the paint, which makes it more flexible. You should be able to see the crease down the middle, but towards the top and the arch, it will be curved in. Do this to all the petals and same to 4 out of the 5 pieces of the 4 petal shapes. Sometimes in between, I like to not add one of the petal just to keep things looking more natural and not too perfect. Next, I'm using the 18 gauge green floral wire stem that I'll be linking below. Curl the tip, then take the smallest single piece and glue that around the curled wire. Next, floral tape the stem right below the small piece. I floral tape it around itself on the same spot of the wire 3 to 4 times and rip the floral tape or cut it off with scissors. Then start with the smallest to biggest patterns and string them in. Make sure the pattern is going the right direction towards the top. Then take the next piece and floral tape the same amount right below. The floral tape should be catching in between each shape and creating this gap for us. You should have 4 of the smallest pieces go first, then the next size should have another set of 4. Next, add the 4 petal shapes, starting with the one that we didn't add the purple and yellow painted outer petals. I add one of the shapes without the extra outer layer and then floral tape it. With these 4 petal shapes, I floral tape it a little bit more below, a little less than an inch gap between each other so that the bigger shapes aren't too close to each other. Go ahead and finish the rest of the petals. Then curl 3 to 4 of the leaf shape and crease all the leaves down the center. Take each leaf and add while floral taping. This whole part with the floral tape does not require any glue, so you could just make sure to stretch the floral tape and press as you go to activate the stickiness of the floral tape. The leaves also have the stem part, and make sure enough of the stem is being anchored onto the floral tape and wire. I made a few more and added it together. They'll be amazing wedding centerpieces, gifts, or for your home in a vase. Please like this video below, and thank you for watching.